Welcome to part two of Child Support Destroys the Family Structure. And the continuation of what I was saying is that the man will have some type of hatred towards the woman, and also eventually he may take it out on his children. Now I don't condone him taking it out at all, but I understand why he feels that way. And I don't understand why the woman is so quick to take it to court anyhow, because the courts don't care about your family. They're just more about the money. They can really care about what happens to the family structure as long as they get their money in any type of way. Either you going to court, or the man doesn't pay, or we'll take him to jail and we'll call out a crime and charge him for being in arrear for his child support. And if you call him driving, if you suspend his license, then that's another charge that you're going to get that man with. So for these couples that are in these situations, or ex-couples, there should be some type of agreement or something. If the man isn't working, it should be a situation where he says, okay, if you're not working, yes, you still need to get a job. However, in the meantime, these are things that you can do. So if you're taking that child to daycare, you don't need to do that anymore. If he's not working, then he can watch the child. It can be maybe a few days a week. He can do that other time he's looking for a job. If he's looking for those days that he's looking for a job during the day, he can get the child from daycare or from school. Take the child home, feed the child, help the child with his homework, other things, which is going to take a lot of stress off you. If the mother is the one that's working, because that means that you don't have to worry about the extra expense of daycare as much, because the child is still going to daycare. You don't have to worry about going, somewhere to pick the child up from daycare or school. So that's less stress, less gas that you have to worry about. And also, when you get home, you don't really have to worry about, spending time with the child to do homework. Now, if you want to do that, then that's fine. But that's something that you don't automatically have to do, because the man has taken that stress off you. So in some cases, that's more valuable than him giving a few dollars every month, because he's there actually helping out with the child, helping you save some money and saving you some stress. So that's how you should work these things out, and not be so quick to take the man to court knowing that he can't pay the amount of money that you need. He can't pay in the first place, so why do you continue to do that? You're worse than the cops, in a sense. Because things didn't work out, now you upset and you want to, get back at him by putting him in jail? Really? Really? I can't comprehend that. So, in this community, we need to do better when it comes to that. Work things out. That's what adults do. Pretty much when you go to court and you say you get a lawyer, you're pretty much telling the court right there that you can't speak for yourself. You need the court to solve your problems. As an adult, you're just two adults in a situation. Y'all should be able to come to some type of consensus on how the child is going to be taken care of. And I mean the child. All expenses should be for the child only. It's called child support, not child and mama support. You need to get that out of your head. It's child support. A child doesn't need that much money a month. And it's messed up that, and this happens, is that the man doesn't have no say over the amount of money he's spending, where the money goes. So there is certainly a need for an overhaul when it comes to child support laws. Definitely, men should not be arrested for being pretty much in debt for child support. Should not be arrested. Should not be held against them. I mean, in that case, then a lot of us will be in jail. Get pulled over. Oh, you're late on your credit card. You're behind. Take her to jail. And to be honest, that is actually against the law in some Islamic countries. So here they say, you know what? You pull you over. Your student loan is behind. I'm taking you to jail. How would you feel about that? You would think that's unfair. So imagine how it feels on a man when it comes to child support. There's some of y'all ain't even paying your student loan. Some of y'all in default. Why? Because you don't have a job, right? Because you was promised when you got a job, get this loan, you're going to get this job out of school, and you don't have this job. So you can't pay your student loans. Should you go to jail? No. So we need to deal with child support with a logical mind and not an emotional mind, because it's messing up people's lives. And again, I want to be very clear. I'm not talking about the minority of men who don't give a damn about their children. We're talking about good brothers who want to do the right thing. Especially when a brother wants to work with you and you don't want to work with him. Or we going to court. I'll give you $5 a month. We going to court. Not enough. I think $5 depending on what the child's doing. Okay, at least it's a step. Y'all can negotiate. Because it's 50-50, right? And in some cases, when y'all was living together, was the man spending $2,000 a month? Based on my example in part one, where I said the man paying $50,000 and he's making $4,000 a month, and the judge wants to pay $2,000. Was he spending $2,000 when he's living in the house for the child? No. So why does he have to spend it now since he's left? Punishment, huh? You want to punish him? So the best way to do it is with the pockets, huh? Not right. Not right at all. And for the people that are involved in the situation, because men and women will deal with it. Make sure, and we don't get into relationships to hope, hope that things happen. But just like you get insurance for your car, you hope nothing happen, but if it does, you prepare. So for people out there, if you pay for something, keep the receipt, keep bank statements. If you situation, you got money, you paying my money order, keep the receipts from the money order. Keep all that stuff. Because when it's time, and she decides, or he decides, you can take that stuff to court and say, Judge, this is what I've been doing. And in a lot of cases, judge may just throw it out. Say, hey, what are you doing? This lady's already helping you out. What more do you want? So it's very important to keep your receipts on everything that you spend for that child. Because if you don't, you say, I'm doing something, the judge says, what's the proof? And I don't really, you at his mercy. You don't want to bring tax statements and all that, he's going to make a determination, and it's not going to be in your favor. You're going to have to go back home to mama. And and like I said, a major overhaul needs to be done. Making someone go to jail is actually unconstitutional for child support. It's unconstitutional. But this the state that gets involved. I believe the power is given to the state. So I live in Georgia. They're very hard on that. I had a friend that went to jail for that. He was behind 5 years, and he picked him up. Got child support. So again, guys, stay on your P's and Q's about that. Make sure, even if you lay down with the lady, you have a child, whatever before, if you can. I know sometimes things happen. You meet a girl 3 months or whatever, and things happen. So ideally, you want to get to know that lady, for a little bit before having a child. Ideally, so have a temperament, but still, then you don't know until things get kind of hot. You don't know what she's going to do. So, there's a lot of friction between men and women. Some men don't want to deal with women. Women don't want to deal with men because it's the financial cost involved with it. Men, I don't know. So they'll go to another country, whatever, where it's a little different, where, it's like I said, see where I'm going? It has destroyed the dynamic. That's what I was talking about when I said child support destroys family structure. Because women don't want to get together because they think one is scheming on the other about that money. I'm going to see what I can get out of him or her. I think he's worth this. Let's go for it. So it's become a materialistic thing and not a thing about love anymore. Because love would say, hey, I know you messed up, cheated on me, but I have a kind heart. I will forgive you for that. However, things never be the same between us. However, there's still a child involved. That's come sit down together, and see how each of us can contribute to this child. What things, how we can split up things. Cool, no problem. You can keep it going like that because you still need to get along, because regardless of the situation, y'all had to be together for that child. So, that's all I was trying to say to the women at work, and eventually they agreed with me, understood where I was coming from their perspective. And for the women that know female ladies that are actually trying to get all they can get from these men, call these women out. It's not right. Don't sit there and agree with them, get all the money you can get. You're feeding into this. You need to call these women out that are doing this. No child needs that much money. Now, over the course of time, yes, we understand. They say you can spend $20,000 on a child, $200,000. So how was it that a millionaire, you have to pay $80,000 a month for what? Y'all need to live like that. Teach that child to go out and make $1 million. That's the best advice you can give. What's the old saying? You can give a man a fish eat for a day, teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So that's what the values you should instill. Not, since I slept with tell your son, since I slept with a basketball player, you're getting this every month. No. And you don't have to work. No. So, again, let's work it out, people. Let's work it out. Let's be adults and work this out together. Again, I thank you for listening. Peace.